Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Ahan. I'm a 15-year-old machine learning developer focusing on how we can improve current day machine learning to get to the level of artificial general intelligence. This image perfectly sums up my month because the main focus for September was identifying what my end goal was, while for October was quantifying and making progress on the steps towards getting there. Starting off by closing the loop on my goals from the previous newsletter, we have the Patrick Poirier Solving the Impossible board. I presented on October 9th to a panel of judges about what artificial general intelligence is, my vision for reaching there, as well as a breakdown of the four approaches, including the symbolic, emergentist, hybrid, and universalist architectures. I will be uploading a recording of my presentation to my YouTube channel in a couple of days if you're interested. Although I didn't end up winning the $1 million prize, I did win a $250,000 crowdfunding campaign to be supported by Dragon's Vault and all of you to support me and fund my research towards developing an interdisciplinary AI. So this will be launched in a couple of weeks once we get all the legal details sorted out. I actually went on Crimson's Top of the Class podcast, one of the leading podcasts for students, to talk about my experience along with Arnav and Mikhail about the whole Solving the Impossible award and how we got into each of our respective fields. In other news, moving on to Quantiphi, my internship was supposed to end at the end of this month, but I applied and got transferred to a client project, which I'm not sure if I'm allowed to disclose, so we're gonna keep that quiet for now. But I will be extending it for another 6 weeks, so my article on all the learnings, insights, and takeaways I had from working at Quantiphi, when it'll be almost 5 months by then, we'll be releasing towards the end of December, so stay tuned for that. And I'm super excited to work with the full machine learning team and really take advantage of all the knowledge, resources, and mentors I have available. And lastly, concluding with my goals for AI and ML towards AGI for this month. This month I'm mainly focused on understanding the theory behind current day machine learning, not only how current neural networks work, but also why they work the way they do and why they are designed in the structure that they are. So starting off, I'm going to be reading Neural Networks and Deep Learning by Michael Nielsen, as well as Deep Learning by Ian Goodfellow, and posting daily voicemail summaries of whatever I learned on Twitter, with my Twitter handles in the left for all of you to learn from as well. And after that, I'll be working on building my full machine learning project without using any outside libraries like TensorFlow and hard coding all of the functions, including like backpropagation, etc. And I may also be doing some work on how you can get sensory inputs into current day machine learning, because when reaching the level of artificial general intelligence, our brain doesn't take in labeled data, it makes labeled data from our 5 senses. So I haven't solidified that too yet, but I'm going to be working with a couple of people on that, so stay tuned for that as well. And in any other news, I participated in a hackathon this month where me and my team focused on how we can use AI and ML to solve a global problem at scale. So our team decided to focus on vaccine development due to the whole COVID-19 pandemic. And COVID-19 was a bit of an anomaly because we actually had a lot of precursor information required to develop the vaccine from 2002 when it was first discovered. But normally the discovery and research phase of a vaccine takes from 10 to 15 years. So by leveraging AI in the form of BLAST, the basic local alignment search tool, as well as AlphaFold, we're able to reduce that time from over 10 years down to under 1 year by identifying the key spike proteins to be processed into the vaccine, completely revolutionizing that process. So I have a memo, as you can see on the screen, which will be linked in the description below. Well, that's all for this month. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you guys next month.